Hello, and welcome to Spiritual Becoming. My name is C.L. Christoffel, and I'm your host. In my previous vlog video, I mentioned a concept that might be foreign to some of us. It's kind of a ubiquitous term that's used a lot in older literature and is also a concept that we've heard in other ways, not necessarily in this context, but it is a concept mentioned over and over and over in the New Testament in the Bible, but it also has parallels in other traditions. And invariably, we think in these terms and we use this idea, this concept of a moment of intuition all the time. As I said, I did mention this previously in my video about causality and acausality. The idea is Kairological time. A time of kairos, as opposed to kairos' brother, chronos, or chronological time. Moment by moment, moving in a forward progression through time. And we, in Western culture, most assuredly, plot through our lives moment by moment, dividing seconds into milliseconds, dividing our time down into infinitesimally small units for whatever reason, using the chronological model of time. But today, I want to open up the idea of kairological time, or kairos. It's an ancient Greek idea, but it does have parallels. As I said, it was used by the Hebrews. It was also used by the Buddhists. The Buddhist term for kairos would be kenzo. And kenzo is a moment of infinite clarity. Kenzo, those moments of infinite clarity, can become sustained in a concept called Satori. I often think of Satori, kind of the easiest way to explain it is when you're in the zone, when things are just going right, when you just know that you're going to wad up that piece of paper and it's going to go in the trash and everyone's going to laugh. You just know that it's going to go right. Well, kairos is that concept, but not necessarily elongated into Satori. But it can be attained in a state of enlightenment where that kairos experience, that being in the flow of spirit, having that intuition, really getting it, really understanding, can happen all the time. It can be with you all the time. What we find in reading about sages and Nani and the enlightened ones and those sorts of people who have become, we find that they don't necessarily fit in our ideas of social convention. They can be kind of weirdos, kind of the fools. But you notice, like, for instance, in Shakespeare, the fools kind of have all the answers. If you listen closely, the fools are really the ones that show where the story is going and the outcome and why. They really understand other people. They really, kind of give perfect context in that they poke fun at the political mores of the time or whatever. The fools are kind of the ones that have it. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the idea that everyone gets these moments of intuition, insight. You just know. I mean, they can be as simple as the phone rings and you know who's on the other end. You just know. Or the phone rings and you know who's on the other end and you know it's something bad. Or you know that your kid is going to fall. It's inevitable they're going to fall, so you rush to get to them just before they do, and you swoop them up. But you had no way of really knowing. You just did. You just knew. You had no way of really knowing, but you just did. You just knew. I know you had that feeling before. Everyone does. Elongating that, having that more often, inviting that into your life, inviting that movement of spirit is another way I like to think of it, into your life, I think becomes the chore, the purpose of our life. Because when you're in line with that, you're in line with the larger, spiritual, divine movement in the world. You can line up with other people having that, that spark of intuition all the time. It can be an incredibly positive place to find yourself. But when you're thinking of it in terms of not that Kairos moment, but in Kairological time, you're literally stepping stones through your life from one of these moments of intuition to the next. And most people that have one really remember it, say, gosh, I want that again. I want that enlightenment kind of feeling of just really knowing that safe, blissful place where you just get it. You just get it. You just have it. You want to bring that back. That safe, wonderful kind of knowing place, enlightenment. Aristotle talked about Kairos. It's a time and space where truth will be delivered. It's a place of just knowing, of irrefutable clarity. And I can see why anybody would want that. But coming to it can be difficult. Dr. Hawkins talks about it a little bit, about his becoming, about when his chakras aligned and the pain involved, the anxiety involved, the massive amount of insecurity involved when the kundalini comes upon you, when you move from Kenzo to Saturi, when you move to that more open place of having it all the time, that place of realization that you will never come back from, that born again place. He talks about it being very painful. Very painful. Very anxious. Long periods of anxiety to the point of kind of falling off the cliff. I think it's systemic in a way, but a lot of people are starting to feel this, and I certainly felt it in my life where you just have profound anxiety about your place in the world as it is, the cruelty and the evil, and as you start to open up those chakras from root all the way to crown, and start to really feel what's happening in the world, and these moments of intuition start coming on you more and more, and you feel the weight of it, that crushing weight of it. And you want to take those 40 days in the desert to try to work it out, to try to understand where that anxiety is coming from, feeling the pain of the world and of other people and the injustice, and why don't people just get it? And that kind of intuition, when you really open up into the fullness of the one, the greater mind, the oversoul, to quote Emerson, the ability to not just have compassion for other people, and not even really empathy, but deeper than that, a true connection. That's what Kairos is that moment of intuition that's so deep. It's like you want to sing, you want to shout your joy because you just feel that bubbling at the same time that your lower chakras are just feeling twisted and fearful, and the center, is just chaotic. It's chaotic. It feels like pterodactyls in your stomach, almost vomitous kind of sickness. It's probably not a state that we would wish on anyone else, but when you come through it, come out of it, into the other side, it's possible to be enlightened. It's possible to have an understanding that is profound. And then you have a new way of looking at the world. A vastly more forgiving way of looking at the world. Kairos, moving from that moment of intuition into a timeless place. It's more like a lapse in time. It's more like when people say, and then time stood still. It's like giving you a moment to prepare, to clear your mind before the accident. It's that place of wonderful clarity where everything becomes slow motion. Now think about turning that into your everyday reality, where you literally have the ability to step from the world of Chronos, time, moving forward incrementally, and you can step then into Kairos, outside of time, into that intuitive place, intuitive space where you just get it. And if you can grab hold of wisdom and knowledge and understanding in that kairological place inside you, where that intuition is and builds and grows in that time, and ball it up and drag it over into chronological time, you can literally, like the shaman, move into that other place, grab the wisdom that you're needing and looking for, and pull it back into regular space and time and hand it off. You can hold it, use it for yourself and your clarity and understanding to build your love, but you can then, and probably the best use of it is to give it away. You can then give it away. And the more you give it away, in the old style way, it comes back threefold returning. And then you have more to give. So you take that more that you have to give, that more insight and understanding coming back from the world, and then you give that away, and then threefold coming back. And that's one hell of a compounding interest sort of program, isn't it? Where you're really putting goodness into the world, and really reaping those benefits, and then turning it back around and giving it away again. And it's hard, certainly, without aligning yourself with the higher intention, the higher intentionality of it, the kindness of it. It's hard not to kind of bastardize it in a way and personalize it and use it for your own, will. But what's important is to move away from your own, intentions and move toward the intentionality of the whole, the kindness, the grace, the goodness that can be built, needs to be built from it. If we all do it, if we all open ourselves to those moments, if we all open ourselves to Spirit, the more of us that do it, the more the world can be saved. The more enlightenment comes with it. The less of a need to have power over other people comes with it. Many people strangle their lives trying to hold on to their lives, hold on to time, hold on to what's theirs, and they get that little gold nugget and they strangle it holding it. But when you spend it, when you put it back out into the world, and it comes back threefold. When you put it out, it's useful, it does something. When you hold it, when you strangle it, you're literally strangling your ability to have those insights, that intuition. You're literally destroying your own mystic being. We're all mystics. We're all mystics. We all come out of the mystery traditions. If we sit in our lives and our focus is true understanding, we ought to give the gift to ourselves of recognizing when that intuition is upon us. Try it. Look at your life, and when Kairos happens, you may be surprised what you find about yourself, about your family and your neighbors, about your purpose in the world. I invite you to look closely. Thank you.